guys, what's up? For those of you that watch my vape reviews, I've got another one for you today. Please don't mind my hair right now. I hate it. I'm in transition. My roots are very dark, and I had blonde on the end, and so it's a process for me taking very dark hair back up the stages to a lighter blonde. You can't do it all at once or it will really fry your hair, possibly break it off. So I have to take it up a little lighter and a little lighter at a time, let it rest, and then keep going up. So it's not the final outcome right now. I don't like the way it looks, but anyway, I'm working on it. Now, on to the video. I've got a new vape to review for you today. And you guys know I do all kinds of other content on the channel, but I've seen people commenting and leaving me thoughtful comments and feedback on some of my vape videos. Thank you guys, seriously, for checking it out and for leaving me your thoughts. Some of you are loving the Esco bars, and some of you, are not having good experiences with them. But as promised, I told you guys I would get on here every once in a while and share with you what's going on in my own vaping journey. I've been vaping pretty much full time now for probably getting close to a year. 9-10 months, getting very close to a year. And it's been a slow process with the cigarettes. I have been a 30-year smoker. And I do still smoke menthol cigarettes occasionally, but progressively it's gotten better and better and better for me. It's just, I'm still in shock after 30 years of smoking and really being a damn chain smoker, just having to have a nasty cigarette all the time, that I was able to find a disposable vape that actually makes it to where I do not crave cigarettes. It is amazing. After 30 years, I've got a pack of cigarettes laying in my apartment right now that I bought earlier in the week. I buy about a pack a week now, and that slowly went down for me. I kind of tapered down, a couple packs a week to slowly just down to nothing. I mean, that pack will probably lay there for several weeks. I mean, I really love the Esco bars. I can't say enough good things about, as far as my experience, 30 years of smoking, okay, and full flavored menthols, and the Esco bars are really about the only disposable on the market that I can do. The rest of them just kind of suck to me. I've tried a few others, and they're all kind of just disappointing. All right, so in this video, guys, I am going to tell you about the Esco bar Strawberry Watermelon. And this is the big boy, okay? This is the 5,000 Puff Pastel Cartel. Now, we're used to these, right? These are the 2,500 Puff. Now, these don't last as long, but they're smaller, they're more manageable, they're easier to conceal. I really like the way these feel. I prefer the pin. But these, I'm going to tell you why these are very handy, okay? I'm going to tell you all the good things about this. I did do a review, the pineapple peach. Which one did I do? The first one, peach pineapple. Remember, guys, I put up a video about this one. That's about a month and a half ago. And so I'm going to tell you what's been happening for me since I posted that last review. This is the flavor I went to after that. Right now, this one's kind of out. I used it all up. But I'm using it for the review, even though it's not really hitting that hard anymore. This one's the one I'm using right now. I went back to my old favorite, strawberry cream. But this one, I've got some footage of me hitting this one. But this one's going out. All right. Here's the box it comes in, of course. We know about, what the boxes look like. The 5,000 Puff, it's going to be wider. It's going to come with the same plastic caps. You take those off and remove them. And oh my God, the peach pineapple was my first absolutely favorite. Smooth, not too peachy, just right on the pineapple. This one was very, very smooth, and it was my favorite in the 5,000 Puff size. Next, go-to would be the strawberry watermelon. This was another wonderful flavor that I can really handle. I did try another one in the 5,000 Puff size. It was called Kiwi Guava. I don't ever recommend trying the kiwi guava. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. I don't know what made me jump out on that limb. I tried to get the peach pineapple that day, but they didn't have it. And they didn't have this one. I do not recommend the kiwi guava in the 5000 puff. It was nasty as hell. It tasted almost like pickle juice, and I don't even know. I hated to waste the money, so I ended up giving that vape to my brother. He's like, I'll keep it as a backup. Okay, so I had to tell you about the nastiest one. I wouldn't even sit on here and review that one because it was so nasty. Kiwi guava. Blech. Stay away from that. You probably won't like it. Anyway, strawberry watermelon was fire. I've got some footage of me hitting it back when I first got it. I'm going to include in the video. And let me tell you a little more about these. In the last month, going on 2 months, since I've been switching over from the 2500 puff Esco bars to the 5000 puff Esco bars, okay, what I have found, these are in fact rechargeable. They take the C-type chargers, okay? I've got it plugged into my phone right now, but I use the C-type charger on my Android. You guys know what that is. It's the wide flat charger. So in my experience with this 5000 puff, this one lasted me 12 days, okay? Now, let's talk about price. You're going to want to get, ideally, you're going to want to get more bang for your buck. So I always look for a place that I can get these for the lowest price, and I'm going to want it to last me the longest amount of days compared to this one. So I have a place here in my city where I pay, this is $17.95 and tax, which puts me right at $22. For that price, this lasted me 12 days. I could not believe it. Now, I really don't like to go to places I'm not familiar with because I am scared of getting fake vapes. I'm still investigating and researching, looking into manufacturers and where these products come from, where they're made. I'm still wanting to learn a lot more about these, and I want to be careful about the places I buy these disposable vapes in. Always make sure they're in the right packaging, take them out, examine them before you leave, make sure they're working, they're not leaking. I always recommend being safe about that kind of thing, and so, it just depends. If I know the people at the gas station, I go there regularly, I might buy one of these at a gas station. But for the most part, I try to go to a reputable tobacco store. A lot of the vape shops can be a lot higher on stuff like this. Like, these are going to be $30, $35 at a vape shop. So it's good to find these at a cheaper tobacco rack or a gas station that you know is legit, selling legit products, because you can get these for right at $22, $23. And I was amazed at how long this lasted me, because the 2500 puff, this one's going out for me in 3 days. 3 days. Because I hit the hell out of it so that I won't smoke cigarettes. I've just always got this vape, okay? And so I'm getting about 3 days, 3.5, sometimes 4 if you don't hit it. But you may be different. This sucker right here, the 2500 puff, might last you a week. It just depends on what kind of smoker you were, what kind of vapor you are, okay? It's going to depend for everybody. But anyway, so the 5000 puff is rechargeable. The strawberry watermelon, wonderful flavor. It's not an ice. I've kind of gravitated away from the ice, even though I'm a menthol girl, because I've been finding flavors that actually satisfy me without that ice, that cooling sensation in the throat. I've kind of gotten away from that because these are actually pretty nice. They do it for me. Now, I will say this, okay? Don't be surprised if you get this and you've only puffed on it just a few times and it's beep, 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 it starts blinking and it goes out. It gets weak a minute. Okay, all that's going to mean is you need to plug it back up. Take your C-type charger, plug that sucker in, and it doesn't really take long. 10 minutes on the charge, and it's back to hitting just as hard as it ever was. That's what I've been finding in my experience. I think that all of these are different when you buy them. Some of them might have a fully charged battery. Some of them might not. I hit this thing so much throughout the day that I have to plug mine in and charge it up for 5 or 10 minutes. About every, I don't know, 100, 200 puffs, it seems like, 150 puffs, mine starts getting weak, and I plug it in, and it doesn't take long. You don't have to plug it in for an hour, anything like that. Just let that sucker plug in and get some juice for 10 minutes, and it starts hitting just as hard for another 100, 200 puffs, okay? So that's what I wanted to let you guys know. That's what I've been experiencing. It shocked me the first time it happened. I was like, wow, I just bought this. I just bought it yesterday or earlier today, and it's late at night, and this freaking thing is getting weak on me and beeping and blinking and going out. What's the deal? My son was like, just plug it up for a few minutes. And so don't worry if you just got it and you've been hitting it pretty hard and it starts blinking the blue light. Plug it in with your C-type charger just for a few minutes, and it'll go back to working, and see how many days yours will last. I did that for 12 days. For 12 days, I was able to plug this sucker up a few minutes every time it got weak and go right back to hitting it just as hard and satisfying. And then up around the 12th day, right close to 13th day, I think, somewhere in there, now I'm going to tell you when you know they're really completely done. When they are completely running out and they are over and done with for good, even charging it, like I put this one on the charge this morning. It's been dead for a couple days. It's going to start tasting burnt, okay? This is how you know it is gone forever, pretty much. That's the difference. As long as it's still gonna have flavor in it and be strong for you, then you'll be able to plug it in and it'll go right back to hitting hard. It will have the nice flavor for you. But when it finally starts going out, you'll know, because no matter how much you plug it up, you try to hit it, it'll still hit, but it'll have a burnt, coil, nasty flavor. The nice strawberry or whatever flavor you have, that's going to start being gone. Okay, that's how you know that you've pretty much charged this one as much as possible and you've gotten all the use out of it that you're going to be able to use it, okay? And sometimes you can toss it aside, just keep it as a backup, and you might get an extra puff out of it or two a couple weeks later. You never know. Some of them I keep around. I don't throw them away, but I just want to let you know. Generally, for me, the 5,000 puff has been lasting up to 12 damn days. I love that. I love it much more than this, because this one was costing me right at 20, 21, 22 as well. These are like $16.50, $17.50 at certain stores, 20 something with tax, and these were going out in 3 days. I was constantly having to go back. This sucker, I love this. I love oh my God, all the way from going to the store every day for cigarettes, going back every 2 or 3 days for this one, to this. I absolutely love paying one price for this, and a pretty decent price at that, and this sucker lasting me up to 12 days. I'm loving it. I don't have to go back to the store. Woo! That's turning out to be a really good deal. So that's really all I have for you guys in this video, okay? That is my review. I told you guys last time about this flavor. This is another wonderful flavor I recommend trying. I told you guys how it operates and all the main important points about these 5,000 puff Esco bars. And pretty much it on that. I also, like I say, I don't do a whole lot of vape reviews, but I did promise you guys that, ever so often, while I'm experiencing this, and I would get on here and make a video and let you guys know how I'm doing with it, how my smoking is progressing, what I'm experiencing with the vapes. And as I said earlier, hey guys, I don't have a whole hell of a lot of time on my hands, but I do want to do some more research. If this is going to be a product in my life, of course I want to know all there is to know about it, okay? And I have to have time to do more research. And as I've told you guys before, all the research that I've done, even heard from doctors, that vaping is 95% better for you than smoking actual cigarettes. Because cigarettes have combustion, tar, all kinds of cancer-causing agents. Now, I have heard that these, yes, they're not good for you, but they're way better for you than smoking, okay? But I'm still getting to the bottom of all of this. I still want to know, and whatever I find out, I'm going to share that information with you guys. I know that these have the 4 ingredients, and I've been reading up on the vapor part of this, and I was reading up on a phenomenon called popcorn lung that was happening to people when exposed to the vapor that they put in microwave popcorn. The people working in those factories, when exposed to that vapor, they develop something called popcorn lung. And so what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to do more deep dives and more research into just what these things are doing to us, just how much effect that vapor is having on our lungs, and what popcorn lung is all about. And you know, because they say this is the same vapor that you would experience in like a fog machine or something like that. Now, so for common sense for me, even though there's only 4 ingredients in here and we're not getting all of the sickening poisonous chemicals we were in cigarettes, still, anything that we're breathing into our lungs cannot be healthy for us. I mean, I'm not going to say I think this is the healthiest. But I still want to know. We don't have as much extensive research and all of that time that we do with tobacco and tobacco products, the long-term effects on people. So, you know, that stays in my mind, and I do want to do some more research and find out some things. Listen, I always suggest that you do your own research. Know what you're taking in. Know where you're buying these things. Get them from legitimate dealers. Just be careful out there, okay? So I will always say that to you. And pretty soon I will do some more of that research, and whatever I find out, I'll get it up for you guys. I'll get some more vape reviews up here soon. I did not like that guava kiwi. I guess I should have done a review on its nasty ass. I don't really like reviewing the ones I don't like, but I did at least tell you guys. Guava kiwi, kiwi guava, whatever, sucks in the Esco bar. I don't recommend that one. Strawberry watermelon, wonderful. Peach pineapple, wonderful. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much it for this review. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that I've helped somebody out there with something. See you guys again soon.